Right, here we have Shiv. Right, so let's go to the first Shiv. Right, right, where are you? Right, here we are. Right, so the first shit Tim Wood, right, a tree, probably a species of, hang on, this is the book, you see. Is it? Oh, fuck's sake. Honestly, I'm such a div. Right, hang on. That's alright. Look, just calm down, will you, Lord? Balance. Right. Okay, she was a source of word mentioned frequently in the Bible, also called shitta tree. Oh, really? Interesting. Puh. The wood of, yeah, change all that. The wood of this tree used to make the Ark of the Tabernacle. Oh, goodbye with that. Exodus, yeah, bye. Uh, Hebrew. Right. What does that say? It says Hebrew shittim with a T. So you see that? Hang on. You see that? Right. Right. So, plural to shita related to Egyptian sont. Okay, so undo that, acacia, right? On the acacia, undo curse. So, shift slang, a knife or razor, especially when considered a weapon. Okay, so that's undo to get the blade off that, right? And a shiver with a dash in, right? One with the H on the end as well, and with the E upside down and the two V's with a little, you see that inside the V there. A 7-day period of formal mourning observed after the funeral of a close relative. Yiddish from Hebrew, Shiva with the apostrophe, right, in a line, right, look at that, take that off, 7. Right, Shiva dot, with a dot on the end, see the dot? Variant of Siva, right? So look at that, we'll look at that in a bit, okay? Chivalry, look at that. Yes, variant of Charivari, so look at that. This book is a first edition of a Thesaurus, Reader's Digest. So Shiv is a, yeah, so look at that, flat cord used to stop wide mouth bottles. Okay, so to change the bottles to bot tiles and just put an eye in the middle and see what happens. And slice that enough. And yeah, probably did that. We did, yeah. And Shiva one with what's it? Look at that. Ed airing as intro. Look at that. That's a hack. So undo that. You see that pattern? You see that algorithm? Take it out. All these methods, right? Look, goes to shake. See that? So that's going to shivering. Okay, and shivering. See that? And then so you see all this, and you obviously can see that is need to find this book, right? So all this book has got an acknowledgement at the end of it. Hang on, I'll just get you that. Right, and it kind of shows you about the truth of it, of what they did, right? Right, so the truth of the matter. So, anyway, the front of the book, yeah, the front of the book. Right, the front of the book, that's the book, right? That book, right? I got it from the charity shop, right? Okay, that's the front of the book. Right, the back of the book, that's the back of the book, alright? Well, I put a cross on it and, you know. And the side of the book, well, that's the side of the book. Well, I sliced through it. Right? Yeah, and the first page of the book, right, is this, right? So I kind of like, this was what I was looking at, right? So you see all that, and you see all of my understandings there, right? But that's a long time ago, right? I probably might have changed my understanding from there, so it's not so fixed or anything. Yeah. So then, that's the Reader's Digest. I just take digest off it because I didn't want that. And then this is the uh, uh, bits and pieces that was on there, right? So, so I put all that on it, right? And wrote it all on there. And then there's that, the contributors, right? So look at all those names, right? And I put them in a bit of an entanglement, as you can see, to find out. So that's where they are. And yeah, that's the map for them. and that's the volume L to Z. I didn't look at the 4L, right? So the first letter, where's my light? First letter is a rare 12th letter of the alphabet. Any of the speech sounds represented by this letter. Anything shaped like the letter L. What's that say? So we're getting rid of that start. So if we drop that start, right? You definitely look at drop that start. You see that start. If we drop that start off this book, that'll rug. I mean, look how they spell lavatory. Lavatory, right? You see that? Toilet. Look at that. So, you see all that? And, right? And I'm going to show you the ending of it now. Right, so skip the fucking middle, right? Oh, excuse my language. Right, so the ending of the letters, right, of the alphabet, it is. So we can cut the ending, and then we can see the middle drop out, right? So the ending is that. So the last one is ZZZ, a convention used to indicate, as in a cartoon, that a person is asleep. And then before that, the lid on that is zy.mer.g. Synergy, a branch of chemistry concerned with fermentation processes in brewing. Look, that. You see that? Well, that's the key. So undo that, end, and we might get out of that stupid shit till we get to something that makes sense. Let me see if I can see that. Something normal that makes sense. God, we got Zound spelt with a Z too. Look. So we're still going backwards, right? So, just something that sounds right. We've got Zut spelt with a Z, a Zutsuit, look. Right, so all of these Z's sound right? So, we keep going back. I think probably we got, take out Zoom. Zoology's got dots in it, look. So, back to what? They've got Zold. I mean, it's just a hack, isn't it? This is a bad ending. So this is a spelt ending to a thesaurus. It's a Reader's Digest, right? So, right, where's the zoo? Right, so we got that. So there's a zoo. That's something real, right? It's living animals like pregnancy. Garden. So we get out of the zoological garden, out of zone time, right? Out of zone refining, right? Out of zones, out of zombie, out of all that, a Z, a pimple. No, we don't do that. Zip code, no zip. Metal. Right, that could be the ending. Because that's true. Because zip the past in a zip and archive it, and that's it. Done. Right? And it's off. That's the archive. We just leave an archive of the past in a zip. And that's called a zip. Where Zionism is not over the zip. Right? We go to Zion. And then we go to zinc. Out of the zinc. We got out of the zinc. Right, keep going. Well, this is the cage, isn't it, at the end? I think. Maybe. So we got out of that. And what else is real? Oh, Zimbabwe, thank goodness. We found something real. Right. So, Zimbabwe spell right. No. Right, so if we spell Zimbabwe right there, look, Genesis, Siltapa, Silpe, the servant of Leah who bore Jacob 2 sons, Gad and Asher. Genesis 30. So look at that. I think we'll look at that. So get to there and get this book and have a look at it yourselves, right? Because it's pretty much got the I think this is the source hack, right? So thanks.